And welcome back to Lectrick YouTube channel. In the last video, we discussed some topics about resistance and other Ohm's law and other things, and we solved some questions also and numericals also. So in this video, we will see how what is the laws of resistance. That means how the resistance we will define that resistance is like it is a property of a substance. That means each and every substance will offer resistance up to some extent. So it is a property of substance which opposes the flow of electrons in it. So it will oppose because in the conductor there are many free electrons are there and loosely bound bounded each other. That's why in the conductor current can easily flow, but in case of it resistance it is a property, it will oppose to the entry of that electrons, the movement of electrons. But insulator it will block. So in detail we will see one by one. So in this here the loss of resistance, that means R, that means resistance, it is directly proportional to its length. That means when the resistance, like when the length of a conductor, for example, let me show you. If this is a conductor having some resistance R ohms, okay, like this is some length, okay. If we increase the if we increase the length, then resistance will increase. That means increase the length of the conductor, then resistance of also will be increasing. And you should know that if both having so same diameter, if we reduce the diameter, then of course length will be like resistance again it will change. So we are talking now, if you increase the conductor length, then resistance also will increase. So it is directly proportional. That means R directly proportional to length. Next one is R is inversely proportional to area of cross section. That means when resistance, when area of cross section, for example, if this is a conductor having some area of cross section, this is a cross sectional area. If area of cross section is increases, means resistance will decrease. So it become a by 2. If this area become a by 2, it means like resistance will, if area is decreasing means resistance will increase, if area is increasing means resistance will decrease. So both are inversely proportional. That means are inversely proportional to area of cross section. And the third one is resistance varies with temperature. So it depends, resistance entirely depend on temperature. That means like some elements, some substances, like if we increase the temperature, resistance will decrease. In some elements, if we increase the temperature, that resistance will decrease. So like that, like vice versa. So in few elements resistance will be almost constant, whether you increase the temperature or not. So for that we will say like positive temperature coefficient of resistance, negative temperature coefficient of resistance, and temperature coefficient of resistance. We will discuss it later. As of now, and as I told this fourth point also, like it depends on nature of the material, which is the material you are talking about. Because in the gold, if you take gold, copper, silver, these are having good conductivity, okay. But in case of some constantine or tungsten, these substances having offers very high resistance towards electron flow. That's why it depends on entirely like material, and it will varies with temperature, and it is directly proportional to length and area of cross section. So we can say first one, like totally R is equal to rho L by area. Okay, I will show you how. First one is R is directly proportional to length. That means R directly proportional to length. Next, R is inversely proportional to area of cross section. So we can write it as L by A. So we need to remove this constant of proportionality. So we are using R is equal to rho. It usually called rho L by A. Resistivity or specific resistance. We will see specific resistance means what. Like this is resistivity, like rho is called resistivity. So it is like it is measured in ohm meter or ohm centimeter, like usually ohm meter. And like this is nothing but like if you consider a cube of any material, that means any whichever the material you are going to measure resistance, it is a resistance offered between the two opposite faces of a unit cube of that material. That means if we take like cube of same distance having same like length, it will whatever the amount of resistance it will offer, it is called resistivity. It depends on, it will vary depending on the nature of the material to material it will change. So in this video we discussed about what is resistance and what is resistivity and what are the laws of resistance and what is the formula. This is the final formula. The value will give in ohms, and this resistance is measured in ohm and George Siemens ohm, and in the greater unit like mega ohm, kilo ohm, milli ohm, micro ohm, we will we usually use these terms in the next upcoming videos. And hope this is all about today, and hope you guys you enjoyed a lot and you learned at least. And if you get any doubts or if you want any clarification of, and if you want any modifications in this video, please let us know by through your comments. So please like and share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you from the Lectrick team.